Welcome to the iHistory channel. In an immense and eternal cosmos, the line between myth and reality fades away. In the depths of space, a solitary and mysterious object known on Earth as Oumuamua silently travels. More than a mere asteroid, Oumuamua is home to Owarao, an entity whose existence is an enigma to modern science. Observed by astronomers as an interstellar visitor, Oumuamua defies expectations with its unusual shape and unexpected trajectory. Its origin and purpose, a mystery that intrigues and challenges human understanding, open doors to possibilities beyond our imagination. Within this silent traveler of the cosmos, far from the curious eyes of humanity, hides a surprising truth. Oumuamua is not just a rock wandering through space, it is a vessel, a creation of advanced technology and intentional design. Its interior, a contrast between ancient wisdom and futuristic innovation, harbors Owarao, an almost mythical presence sleeping in the midst of stellar darkness. This time traveler Owarao remains in hibernation, awaiting the moment of its awakening. Shrouded in mystery, its existence intertwines the distant past with an unwritten future. Like a guardian of forgotten secrets, Owarao carries within it stories of lost civilizations and knowledge that could redefine humanity's understanding of itself and the universe. As Oumuamua approaches our solar system, a new chapter is about to be turned. The story of Owarao, intertwined with the fate of Earth, begins to unfold, promising revelations that could illuminate the darkest corners of our existence. Oumuamua, a celestial enigma with its elongated shape and enigmatic surface, silently glides through the vacuum of space. This object, which defied the expectations of Earth scientists, conceals within it a wonder of non-terrestrial engineering. Detailed description of Oumuamua and Owarao's chamber. As it approaches our solar system, Oumuamua reveals its true nature. Its exterior, though it appears as a simple asteroid, is actually a facade for a complex vessel endowed with a perfect symbiosis of advanced technology and organic elements. Inside this vessel, beyond human comprehension, lies Owarao's chamber, a sanctuary of knowledge and power. Within the chamber, Owarao rests on a nanotechnology bed, enveloped in soft pulsating networks of lights that rhythmically pulse like ancient systems. The surrounding walls are adorned with control panels and holographic interfaces, displaying symbols and diagrams of long-lost civilizations. These devices, silent and attentive, are waiting for the precise moment to initiate Owarao's rebirth. As Oumuamua bathes in the light of our sun, a transformation begins. Solar energy, absorbed by the surface of the vessel, is channeled into the central chamber, awakening dormant systems. A chorus of mechanical and harmonic sounds fills the space, announcing the dawn of a new era. Slowly, Owarao begins to awaken, its first tremulous movements a harbinger of profound awakening. Its eyes, closed for millennia, now open, revealing a deep blue glow that reflects the vastness of the universe. It rises, a figure of grace and strength, gazing through the chamber with a look that transcends time and space. Owarao, now awakened, is ready to begin its journey, a quest that will take him into the depths of history and the heights of the future. As Oumuamua, the enigmatic messenger of the stars, approaches Earth's orbit, Owarao is overcome by an unexpected sense of familiarity. He contemplates the blue and green planet before him, a globe resonating with echoes of forgotten memories. As the vessel enters the atmosphere, Owarao observes the Earth's surface, expecting to see the vibrant cradle of human civilization. However, what he finds is a spectacle of desolation. Once thriving cities now lie silent, their structures crumbling under the weight of time and abandonment. Forests and rivers, which should be teeming with life, seem to have surrendered to silence. Owarao, driven by a mixture of curiosity and despair, descends into the ruins of a great metropolis. He walks through the empty streets where nature has begun to reclaim what was built by humanity. Buildings covered in vegetation, abandoned vehicles, and scattered personal belongings tell the story of a sudden departure, a mass exodus. Among the remnants of civilization, Owarao wonders about the fate of the inhabitants of this planet. What could have caused such a collapse? A natural catastrophe, a devastating conflict, or something even more extraordinary? The answer seems to be hidden in the shadows of the past, a mystery he is determined to unravel. While exploring this abandoned world, Owarao feels that his arrival on Earth was not a coincidence. There is a purpose for him being here, a mission that is intrinsically linked to this planet and its ancient inhabitants. Determined to discover the truth, Oarao prepares to embark on a journey through time, in search of answers that can illuminate both the past and the future of Earth. Warao, now fully awakened, directs the Oumuamua vessel on a precise course towards Earth. As he approaches, the once vibrant and teeming with life blue planet reveals a glimpse of a dark future. As Oumuamua enters Earth's orbit, a vision of desolation unfolds before Oarao's eyes. The planet, known for its lushness and diversity, now lies in silence, its vibrant colors faded by a series of forgotten catastrophes. Metropolises that once touched the skies are now nothing more than concrete and steel skeletons, swallowed by wild vegetation that has reclaimed what was rightfully its own. The oceans, once teeming with life, now reflect a somber stillness, their waves lapping against the shores of empty continents. The forests, reduced to mere shadows of their former glory, only harbor the echo of creatures that no longer roam beneath their canopies. As Warao observes this devastated earth, a sense of loss and bewilderment washes over him. How could a world so full of potential come to such a state? What cataclysmic events could have caused such destruction? He descends to the surface, his feet touching soil that tells tales of both glory and ruin. Each step is a reminder of civilizations that rose and fell, leaving behind only traces of their days of splendor. In this scene of desolation, Oarao is compelled to seek answers. He moves among the ruins, a solitary traveler in a forgotten world, determined to unravel the mysteries of this broken destiny and understand his role in what remains of this once magnificent blue orb. Amidst the desolate scenery of Earth, Oarao finds himself confronted with an enigma that transcends time. To unravel the mysteries surrounding him, he turns to one of the most extraordinary creations on board Oumuamua, a time travel mechanism hidden deep within the vessel. Inside the heart of Oumuamua, Oarao encounters a circular chamber, its walls adorned with ancient symbols and panels pulsating with enigmatic energy. In the center, an orb-shaped artifact shines intensely, its core radiating waves of light interweaving in complex patterns. With a touch, Oarao activates the artifact. A symphony of lights and sounds fills the chamber, and the space around him begins to distort. Time, an unquestionable constant in the lives of many, now bends to Warao's will. He feels the power of the mechanism flowing through Oumuamua, connecting him to a network of infinite possibilities. A temporal vortex opens before him, a spiral of colors and shadows that defies perception. Oarao takes a step forward, entering the vortex. The world around him dissolves into a whirlwind of ages and moments, taking him on a journey through eras. While traveling through the temporal vortex, images from different periods of human history flash before him: budding civilizations, rising and falling empires, moments of discovery and conquest. Each glimpse is a piece of the vast puzzle of history, offering clues about Warao's origins and the causes of the devastation he witnessed. When the vortex finally calms, Oarao finds himself in a new time, a world far from what he saw in the devastated Earth. Here, he hopes to find the answers he seeks, unraveling the secrets of his own existence and the fate of humanity. Revelation in the pyramids, arrival and encounter with Akhenaten. Warao, the time traveler, emerges in the era of ancient Egypt, a period of profound transformation under the reign of Akhenaten. This encounter is not just a dive into history, but a portal to understanding Warao's own existence. The story of Akhenaten. At the time Warao arrives in Egypt, the realm of the pharaohs is at the height of its splendor. Egyptian society, rich in traditions and with a pantheon of gods worshipped in magnificent temples, is about to witness an unimaginable revolution under the leadership of a visionary pharaoh, Amenhotep IV, later known as Akhenaten, who reigned approximately from 1353 to 1336 BC. Historical context and Akhenaten's reforms. Akhenaten ascends to the throne in a period of prosperity and stability, but soon reveals a revolutionary vision. Discontent with the traditional polytheistic cult and the growing power of the priests of Amun, he introduces a radical change: the exclusive worship of Aten, the sun disk. He renames himself Akhenaten and establishes Amarna as the new capital, a symbol of his dedication to this sole deity. Detailed description of the reforms. His reforms span from the arts, promoting a more realistic and naturalistic style, to religion, with Atenism emphasizing a direct and personal relationship with the divine. This transformation shocks many, breaking with the idealized representations common in Egyptian art and challenging established religious and political structures. Repercussions and legacy of Akhenaten. Akhenaten faces resistance and confusion. His determination to implement this innovative vision in a society rooted in its beliefs and traditions encounters significant challenges. After his death, his successors quickly revert to the worship of Amun and abandon Amarna. But Akhenaten's legacy persists, marking a unique moment of change in Egyptian history. As Ouarao observes Akhenaten and his reforms, he finds parallels with his own mission. Akhenaten's quest for a higher truth and his vision of a universe governed by a single divine source reflect Ouarao's journey. Akhenaten's courage in challenging the status quo and seeking a new path inspires Ouarao, strengthening his determination to discover his own purpose and role in the course of human history. In the city of Amarna, Ouarao encounters Akhenaten, the heretic pharaoh, in an open temple under the sun. Akhenaten, recognizing in Ouarao an affinity with the divine, shares visions of Aten, the sun disk, and speaks of a universe where life is guided by forces beyond earthly understanding. Akhenaten, in a dialogue with Ouarao, expounds on his vision of a world governed by a single divine source, a reflection of universal order. He speaks of stars and constellations, of knowledge that seems to echo the inscriptions on Oumuamua. Ouarao, listening attentively, begins to realize that his existence is intricately linked to this ancient knowledge. In these conversations, Ouarao begins to understand his deeper purpose, a mission intertwined with the cycle of life and death, a calling to preserve and rejuvenate. The mysteries of his origin and destiny, intricately tied to Earth's history, slowly begin to unravel. With the revelations unveiled in the sands of Egypt and amidst the desolation of modern Earth, Ouarao becomes aware of a grand mission. He now understands that his journey goes beyond a simple quest for answers. It is a mission that intertwines his destiny with that of humanity. Moved by a new sense of purpose, Ouarao dedicates himself to the task of tracing the remnants of humanity. He investigates the ruins of cities, explores forgotten archives, and accesses abandoned databases, gathering pieces of a historical puzzle. Each fragment of information, each artifact rescued from the shadows of oblivion, brings Ouarao one step closer to understanding what led to the collapse of human civilization. In his quest, Ouarao explores various corners of the planet, from the depths of the oceans to the vast jungles that have taken the place of metropolises. He searches for signs of survivors, communities that may have endured the catastrophe. With the help of his advanced technology, he scans for signs of life, holding on to hope of finding those who can help reignite the flame of human civilization. In addition to seeking survivors, Ouarao focuses on compiling the knowledge necessary to restore Earth. He studies ancient agricultural practices, lost systems of knowledge, and technologies that can be reinvented for a new world. He sees the opportunity not only to restore what was lost, but to build a more harmonious and sustainable society, learning from the mistakes of the past. Ouarao realizes that his mission is more than a journey through time. It is an opportunity to guide humanity on a path of renewal and hope. With each step, he becomes more than an observer or a traveler. He becomes a guardian of the future, an architect of a new dawn for Earth and its children. Ouarao's journey, filled with discoveries and revelations, reaches a decisive moment. With a deeper understanding of his mission and the role he must play, he prepares to embark on a new phase of his odyssey. Facing the vast horizon of Earth, Ouarao contemplates the future. He recognizes that his mission goes beyond seeking answers about the past. It is a task of rejuvenation, of bringing new life to a world that has lost its way. With each explored ruin, each uncovered secret, and each step into the unknown, Ouarao becomes more than an observer of history. He becomes an active participant in shaping the future. He gazes one last time at the pyramids, symbols of an era of wonders and mysteries, before returning to the Oumuamua vessel. There he sets a new course, not only in space, but in humanity's trajectory. With determination and a renewed sense of purpose, Ouarao departs, carrying with him the hope of a new dawn for Earth. Ouarao's journey is more than a quest for answers. It is an odyssey through time and space, challenging the boundaries of knowledge and existence. Each era he visits, each culture he explores, and each mystery he unravels weave together a rich tapestry of the human journey. Join us as we explore the adventures of Oarao the time traveler on his quest to understand the past, the present, and perhaps the future of humanity. What will Oarao discover in his travels? What secrets of history will be revealed through his eyes? And how will his findings shape our understanding of the past and influence our path to the future? We invite you to be a part of this epic journey. Share your theories, your hopes and your ideas in the comments. What aspects of history would you like Oarao to explore? What mysteries do you believe he will uncover? Subscribe to the iHistory channel and embark on this extraordinary adventure. Together we will follow Oarao, the time traveler, as he weaves the narrative of a forgotten past and a future yet to be written.